Hello racing fans and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSP, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and number one in the anti-post betting market. I trust everybody is well, doing fine. Hopefully you're having a wonderful week punting as well. It is a bumper weekend when it comes to local racing. On Saturday we had the Big T, of course. Last week's Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene Empress Club Stakes was moved to this weekend, so we're looking forward to that meeting on Saturday at Turfentine, and then it's a double header on Sunday at Scottsville and Kenilworth. As always guys, we've got 4 horses to follow, but what I've thrown in is Pick 6 guide for Kenilworth on Sunday as well. It is a big day for our sponsor. They sponsor the Sweet Chestnut Stakes and the Variety Club Mile, so they're looking forward to that meeting as well. And although we haven't picked out a horse to follow there, we will give you a Pick 6 guide for that meeting. So away we go with the show. 4 horses to follow, followed by the Pick 6. And our day will begin in race number 3 at Turfentine. It's a juvenile plate over 1400 meters, and I'm certain this will be a popular horse in all to come bets on the day and for the weekend. His name is Climate Control. De Kock and Fourie will team up, and they kept a very close eye on this individual first time out. Was friendly in the betting market and drawn 12 out of 14 of the runners. He was just dropped out by Richard Fourie. He wasn't hustled or bustled to get a position. Left towards the back of the field, had a lot of ground to make up turning to the straight. In fact, he was last turning into the straight, and he found a really good finish. He was the fastest finisher that day behind Tattenham Hill, and he was only beaten 2 lengths. Now this time round it's a smaller field. At time of recording I think it's 5 runners that go to post, and he's drawn 5 out of the 7. And I'm just hoping that he's a bit sharper this time round, especially in early stages of the race. You don't want to see him have a lot of work to do at the business end of the race, but that said, that first run would have brought him on a ton, and as I mentioned, with expected improvement, with natural improvement, he just looks a hard horse to oppose here in race number 3. Horse number 2, Climate Control. Then we move along to race number 5, and I like this individual called Porforio. This is Terry and Lorena that will team up. He's had 2 runs. The debut was friendly in the betting market as well at around 10 to 1. And that day there were excuses. He did suffer a mouth injury, I would suspect, because it was reported that he had blood in the mouth, so excuses for that run. Next time out, when they stepped him up over 14.50, he kept me interested after that race, because he was only beaten 2.5 lengths and he made steady progress through the field as well. The one slight concern could be, it was reported that he was making some respiratory noise, so it could have been a breathing issue with him. But the Terry yard, that would have been reported by the jockey, and they would have gone home and just worked on the issues, and hopefully a solution is found and it doesn't hamper him in the running Porforio, because that could be a slight concern. When I look at his debut run, I just like the form lines as well. A horse like JP 2000 has since had back-to-back wins. Caliber Crest of Joey Somers that has won and run second, and even Another Thief has come out to win. So that form line of his debut is looking well. He's got the run of the race from draw 1. He's got Lorena up who partnered him last time out. Those are positives, and I think the step up in distance as well does tick the box here with number 8 Porforio, and it should be a decent odds. I think he'll be value in the race. Number 8 Porforio in race number 5. Then we move on to a Pinnacle Stakes, and it is race number 6. This is over 1800 meters, and I really like the look of this horse, guys, called Paisley Park. Terry and Fourie will team up. The combination that won the Triple Tiara would reign in Holland. And this individual, the son of Gimme the Green Light, well, he won his first 3 starts, and the form lines of those runs have held up very well. One of those wins was the listed Secretariat Stakes, which was over 1400 meters. He's obviously had issues, some type of problem with him, but the stable have given him the time off, the necessary time to find himself, nurse him back to full fitness and bring him back when he's ready to the races. And he's had 2 runs and he's kept all of us interested, especially the fact that we knew how well he started off his career. So his 2 runs, it was a warm-up run, one would think, after that 13 months absence. That first run over 1100 meters, just a warm-up to stretch his legs. And then next time out over the 1400 meter trip. That day, you know, all eyes on him, because I wanted to see if he can just show improvement on that comeback run, and he did. He was just over a length behind the winner, finishing back in 3rd. And this is his peak run on Saturday. Yeah, he'll be at his best, one would think. And when you pull out his pedigree, the dam Eva Tibbs, I'm sure many of you remember her. She was a 5-time winner. She was very decent. She only won her races from 1700 up to 2000 meters. And I remember when this horse was racing and Lyle Hewson was winning on him, he mentioned to me that he's only going to get better and stronger, and in fact you're going to see the best of him once they put him over ground. So now is the time, guys. He'll be sound. You know, Sean Terry has given him the time off, as we mentioned, after that long break. He's at the 2 runs back. It's his peak run. He's going over a distance that should be ideal for him. And I can't wait to see this horse on Saturday, number 4, Paisley Park, because he certainly caught the imagination when he started off his career. And then you look at the best weighted column as well. There's not much in it. There's like 2 cages in it between, you know, Express from the USA, Golden Pheasant, Green Haze, Paisley Park, and Imperial Master. So he's currently at around 66 to 1 in the Durban July this year as well. Sean Terry has entered him. That says a lot. That is an early entry for the July this year, and currently trading at 66 to 1. If he wins this, he's not going to be a 66 to 1 shot, because there's some fairly decent horses that he takes on here, and let's see how he goes. So if you're looking to back an outsider for the July, 66 to 1, you're not going to get hurt. Maybe back him to win here, and also have a punt on the head for the July, or maybe even places on him, Paisley Park, because I'm expecting a bold performance from him on Saturday. And then the one horse that I picked out on Sunday, where we at Scottsville, comes up in race number 6. It's a Pinnacle Stakes. It's over 1400 meters, and this horse, he looks like a clear standout for me when I look at his form, what he brings to the races, and of course the best weighted column as well. His name is Silver Operators, trained by Vaughan Marshall. He's talented. He's a 5-time winner from 19 starts. He tops the best weighted column, as I mentioned. If you look at his record, 4 of his 5 wins have been over 1400 meters, which includes the Grade 3 Classic over 1400 and the listed Jet Master Stakes over 1400 meters. And his performance over 7 furlongs makes him a true 119. He's earned his rating over this distance. This is where he's best over. This is a distance which he's a specialist over. And although he has to give way to the entire field, he's earned his mark here. I just want to add that whilst I think he'll be a hard horse to beat, there'll be many that will be sitting on the fence thinking, oh, the Vaughan Marshall stable, they haven't hit the road running. Well, if Vaughan had, let's say, 2, 3, 4 winners with the runners that he sent out already, this horse at the time of recording is around 2 to 1. If Vaughan hit the road running, I would say this horse would be closer to even money than 2 to 1. I think that's the reasoning behind him being around 2 to 1, because I think that's very generous odds. Because if the stable were in form as they entered the KZN Champion season, I think he would have been much shorter than 2 to 1. So that's my reasoning. And Vaughan Marshall, well, he's a regular in Champion season. He's tasted enormous success at the highest level as well, and he's just looking for that horse to open the door for him. And I think this is the horse that's gonna bring that door wide open for Vaughan Marshall during our Champion season. Silver Operator in race number 6 at Scottsville on Sunday. And then guys, those 4 will be on the betting menu with 2 trebles. And then I promised a pick 6. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to read out the numbers, maybe the names as well. Will be Kenilworth on Sunday, and it will all begin in race number 4, leg 1. Well, leg 1 looks to be a tricky race because there are 6 runners that go to post, 5 of them in single figures on fixed odds, and one's at 20 to 1. So I'm going to go with the rule there. It's more than half the field, include the field. So the first leg we're going with the field at the time of recording, 6 horses. The second leg, race number 5, we're going Cruising California number 1. 7, we're going to go with You Crack Me Up. I like number 2, Red Kite. 6, Signora Victoria. 8, Wayward Girl, and 9, Zippy Over. And then the World Sports Betting Sweet Chestnut Stakes, I've just gone with 3 horses there. 1, Maria Carell, 2, Dance Till Daylight, and 3, She's a Rainbow. And then race number 7 is the World Sports Betting Variety Club Stakes. I've gone with 2 horses. I think the winner should come for one of the 2. I expect Pekaya to be short, number 1, but I've included number 2, Future Prince, who's also an entry in this year's Durban July. Leg 5, which is race number 8, here I've gone with 5 runners. 2, Belle Rouge, 3, Global Goddess, 4, Polar World, number 7, Treasure Hunt, and 8, Parisian Girl. So 5 runners there. And then closing off that pick 6, if we're running well, we've got 3 horses that I think should fight this one out. I think Navy Strength looks like the one to beat, but Anura is the Arniers, I think that's how you pronounced it. Arniers, number 5, and then number 10, Electric Warrior. So there we're going 1, 5, and 10. I'll just recap on those numbers for that pick 6 and what the spend is. So first leg is the field. Then I'm going 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9. By 1, 2, 3. By 1 and 2. By 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. By 1, 5, and 10. That full spend, 100%, 3,240, 324 Rand will give you 10%, and hopefully that pick 6 guide works out for you, and hopefully we have a good weekend on Trackside with the 4 horses that are picked out as well. 3 at Turfentine on Saturday, 1 Silver Operator on Sunday at Scottsville. We've got a pick 6 guide as well, so there's lots to look forward to. And on behalf of World Sports Betting, as always guys, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Until next weekend, you have a blast, you have a wonderful weekend, find all the winners. Hopefully it turns out to be a profitable weekend for you. Until next time, you take care. Salaniga.